Well, hey there, Erica here from Milestone Mom, and welcome. So today we're going to talk about a topic that gets addressed so much with me during the week when I'm in families' homes, working with their little one and educating them, and that is tummy time. I feel like tummy time is a love-hate topic, so we are going to address that today. And I know one of the reasons I wanted to do this is because I know that every mom has been there. Believe me, the tummy time struggles. Tummy time feels like a battle. Your baby's crying. It seems like they're just not getting it, right? And you hate to see them cry. You want this to be an enjoyable experience for them, and it should be an enjoyable experience for them. So let's go ahead and break this down. But of course, as always, I want to start with a story. So usually when I start with these stories, I like to think back to these children that I've seen over the past, over a decade, and kind of bring some real life scenarios into my videos. So I was once working with a 3-month-old little girl, and she absolutely hated tummy time. It was actually to the point where when you would put her on her tummy, she would scream, and you almost wondered if there was something physically wrong with her, like maybe something, her tummy hurting or something like that. Her mom had tried everything, rolling up the towels, singing to her, putting a mirror in front of her, but nothing seemed to work. But during our session, as I was able to observe her, if you've watched any of my other videos, obviously, we're looking for that core strength. I did notice that she lacked that muscle strength in her arms and also her core strength, which was making tummy time uncomfortable for her. So we did shift our approach a little bit. So a couple of the things that we did end up doing is we had shorter sessions for her. We did a lot of sideline play. We also did supported tummy time positions because tummy time does not always have to happen on the floor. I want you to remember that. And I do actually have a video showing the different ways that you can do tummy time in the description below, and I will go ahead and link to that for you. And we also did a lot of reach and grab games or activities where she could reach out and grab things. And within a week, we could tell that she was doing a lot better. The screaming at every session had stopped and went to her pushing up a little bit better. She was able to explore toys better and enjoy just that tummy time on the floor, more interacting and reaching out and grabbing on to toys. Of course, you can imagine how happy this mom was knowing that they finally made it through that tummy time struggle. So I do want you to remember that a lot of times when your baby does not like tummy time, it is because they are still trying to gain that core strength. And if you do want a free PDF that shows you exactly what we did to build her core strength, you will find that linked in the description below. It's actually in the Baby and Toddler Toolkit. Okay, so why does tummy time matter? Well, tummy time is more than a task, and I want you to remember that. It's actually the foundation for almost every physical milestone. If you think about it, tummy time helps your baby build neck and shoulder strength. It helps build those core muscles. It develops motor coordination. It also prepares them for rolling, crawling, and eventually sitting. So they really, really need that core strength, and it starts with tummy time. And when your baby does resist, it doesn't mean that they're behind. It usually means that their body is telling you, I need help developing strength first. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive into some common myths of tummy time. So I know many moms feel pressure with tummy time, especially if they're not quite for sure what to do. So let's go over a few of these. Baby must tolerate long tummy time sessions. The truth is you want to start short, 1 to 2 minutes, multiple times a day, and gradually increasing that. So the next myth, crying means failure. So some fussiness on your little one's tummy is definitely normal. Your baby is working muscles they haven't used before, and they're trying to gain that strength. So some fussiness is definitely normal during tummy time, but what you don't want to see is it being an unenjoyable experience. What I say to parents is when your baby's on their tummy time, are they easily distracted? Like, can you put a mirror in front of them or get down and talk to them? And, they're still trying to lift their head up or lift their arms up. But if they're on the floor screaming, then we don't want that to happen because that's not an enjoyable experience for them. And myth number 3, tummy time is only for rolling. So the truth is it also improves, think about it, tummy time improves posture by visually tracking, eye-hand coordination. So tummy time is definitely crucial for that next step, which is rolling. And understanding these myths will take a lot of pressure off not only you, but also your baby. Okay, so let's talk about how to turn resistance into strength. So I'm going to go ahead and give you 5 steps for helping your baby resist tummy time. So again, we kind of already talked about this, but start small. Like I said, even if it's just 30 to 60 seconds a few times a day or a minute or two, but start small. You can also use props. So a rolled up towel under their chest, a small wedge. You can use a nursing pillow, and you can put their chest on the nursing pillow and prop their elbows underneath them. You can also gauge them by using colorful toys, like I said, mirrors in front of them, or even your face right in front of them, talking to them. Another thing that I had mentioned earlier is sideline play. So having them on their side, because this actually builds strength in a way that feels easier and more fun for babies who are frustrated on the floor on their tummy. So having that sideline play, you can also put something behind them so they're not rolling to their back, and then put some toys out in front of them, or put yourself in front of them and interact with them. And step 5 is to celebrate every attempt. Even small head lifts or reaching for a toy are huge wins. Make sure you reinforce with smiles and praise and claps and encouragement and all those fun things. And some signs that your baby is making progress, I want you to look for those early wins. Lifting their head for a few seconds, pushing through elbows, reaching for toys, weight shifting from side to side. Every attempt strengthens muscles and builds confidence. And it may seem like progress is slow, but it adds up very, very quickly. And I want you to remember that resistance doesn't mean failure. It means that your baby is growing at their own pace, and you, mama, are noticing and supporting and guiding them in exactly the right way. Every little effort counts, and your consistency of support makes all the difference. I promise you. But now that we've mastered tummy time, what about rolling? Well, that's exactly why I want you to watch this next video here, because when you pair what is in this video with what you learned today, it is going to be so powerful for you. And as always, I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. All right, bye-bye.